Hey D Squad, it's your girl Diana coming to y'all with my first cooking show, I guess you could call it. Today's menu is going to consist of mustard and collard greens mix, baked chicken with the Creole flavoring, and some brown rice. It's going to be good. We're going to try to keep it healthy though. So if y'all ready, let's go. Let's do this. Let it go. Prep time, guys. Prep time. So I'm going to set my phone down. And let's hopefully this works. Bam. Alright. I don't like cleaning greens, so I buy the ones that are in the bag because they're already clean. Lazy. I just don't like, I like these better. They're easy to use. And I take one of these, which is mustard greens, as you can see, and then the other one, and honey, yes, I just bought it. They just knocked it down today. It has to be sold and it has to be cooked today. And this is the collard greens. So I'm gonna leave this sit here, and gonna use now. In New Orleans, what they use is what's called a ham season. It always is pieces of ham hocks. You're just cutting up big old chunks of ham, which is what you're going to see me cut up. That goes into the greens, which makes them good to me because I like them like that. So, I'm going to cut them up. This is what you call prep time. And they look just like this. This is what gives you season. See, that's nothing but a big old chunk of ham. Now, basically, cut that up, guys, and move that out the way. And I'm going to show you pretty much cut it up in bite-sized chunks. And you may say, well, how many do we use? However many you like. Me, for 2 bags, I use about this many, just to give you an idea. About that many, right there. This is a 10, I think a 10-gallon Ziploc bag, so about that much. And just cut them up like I'm doing, and I'll show them to you in just a moment. And you can see what I'm talking about. So this is about how big I cut them. Just little bite sizes. And I put them in the bowl. And what I'm basically doing now, I'm just prepping and getting it ready to cook, because I cook it before I put it on because they carry a lot of salt. Some people like to boil them, and I'm one of those people. If you have high blood pressure, boil it, get some of that salt out of it. Because if anybody knows ham can be salty, let alone pork is bad for your blood pressure. So the best thing to do is to boil some of the salt out. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to be cutting this up. Then I'll come back and show you what the next ingredient is. Whatever you do, don't get rid of your skin. There is a lot of flavor in this skin, a lot of seasoning in this skin. So make sure you don't have to cut this up, but make sure you keep the skin good seasoning. Okay, guys, I've cut up my meat. I'm going to let you get a good look at it. See, it's prepped. And now what I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to get ready to put it on a boil so that it can start boiling some of the salt out. I've already got my stove. As y'all can see, I got everything prepped up, ready to roll. I was ready for you guys today. So now what I'm going to do, turn my stove on so it can start getting hot. Put some water in my pan. You don't have to worry about how much water. Let's say about 2 cups, because collard greens take a lot longer to cook than regular. They take a lot longer to cook than mustard greens. And what we're doing now, we're going to boil the salt out of this. But we're not, about 2 cups of water. And we're going to take this and we're going to pour it in here, okay? And we're going to let that boil. And you'll know that it's boiled. You'll know that the salt has come out because your water will have that little salt. You'll see. It'll have that on top. So the next thing I have, I don't have to cut it up, thank God for that. Because I bought them already, is some diced white onions. Bought this at H-E-B, already cut up. But the next thing I'm going to cut up too, I use 1 bell pepper, 1 small bell pepper. 1 small bell pepper. The next thing that I use, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but in New Orleans, they cook with a lot of what you call bay leaves, and we'll take it out the bag so you can see it a lot better. It's not easy trying to use this phone and record. But yeah. Anyway. So, it looks like a leaf right here. This is a bay leaf. I put this size, it's pretty big, so I put 2 of these in my greens. Bay leaves gives it so much flavor. I use this in a lot of my New Orleans style dishes, and I'm going to use 2 bay leaves per 2 bags of greens, which these are 2 big bags of greens. Bay leaves puts off a lot of flavor. These are fresh bay leaves. If you shop at H-E-B or your local market, here at our store, they come in they come in this here, in this package. Or you can buy the ones that's dry. So I use 2 bay leaves, just to let you know. So we'll get to that process later. That's not important right now. So what I'm about to do now, I'm going to cut up my bell pepper and some fresh garlic. And you ask how many garlic, you can never go wrong with garlic. So I'm going to use 3 cloves of garlic, and the garlic is about that size. So I'm going to chop it up so it can be nice little big, however way you want to choose it. Garlic is good, it's going to be soft anyway. But I'm going to cut up some garlic, so that's another ingredient that's going in. So be right back with you. And the way I cut my garlic, if you see this bell pepper, I usually just go around the middle. I need a smaller knife actually, but I'm going to use this knife and cut it out. And basically what I do is just twist that out and pull that out. And if you can see, basically I pulled all the seeds out. Because they're right here, guys. Look, they're right there. So I don't have that many seeds to deal with. I hate dealing with those seeds. So I'm going to cut the bell pepper up. And if there's any more seeds, you can just pull those out with your hands. And I just basically cut those up in little bitty pieces. Now, you don't want no real big old pieces of bell pepper in your greens. Really, you don't. So I just cut that up, put that in my greens. So that's another one of your ingredients that's going to go into your greens is your bell pepper. It's good to talk to your food when you cook it. I always talk to my food. I let my food know you're going to be real good. You're going to be real tasty. Talk to your food, because if you talk to your food, you're making love to it. And if you make love to it, it's going to be good. So we got our bell peppers cut up. And basically what I do, this is stuff that's for the side, so I put it in a bowl. Take your bell peppers and put it in a bowl. And let's get ready to work on that garlic. And people probably say, do you have to rinse it? No, it's all going in this is going in the same pan. I know y'all watch them people on TV. Y'all know they don't be rinsing everything. I know y'all know that. So anyway, just kidding. So now what we're going to do is get ready to, with this garlic. So like I told you, I'm going to do 3. 3 cloves of garlic. They're my 3 cloves of garlic. So some people take it and if I don't drop my phone, hit that garlic like that. It makes it so much easier. It's supposed to come off easier. Or some people cut the tip off. We want to get to the nitty gritty, so I'm going to cut this up. So guys, I've cut up my garlic. And basically this is pretty much what the garlic, this is about, that's big, but I got more here. So there, now you cut your garlic up and you just set it over there with your bell pepper. Okay, you don't have to worry. If you cut up an onion, I'm not going to use all of this onion. I'm only going to use half. You don't want to overpower with onions. You want it just right. So I would say just a half of a small onion will do you just fine. Okay, so now I've cut up my vegetables. That's going to be going into my greens when I get ready to cook them. And all I do is put them in a bowl, let them set to the side. I'm not making a big old pot of greens because it's just me and Jaden. So, therefore, I'm going to set that to the side. And then we're going to work on this chicken. So, right now what I have some chicken breast. And it's very important to rinse your chicken. I'll tell anybody that to make sure that you rinse your chicken off. So we're going to rinse this chicken off, okay? So here we go. Basically, you just want to take that chicken and make sure that chicken is rinsed. Make sure I'm getting it. Make sure that chicken is rinsed off really good. Rinse it off really good. And we're going to pour that water out of there. Rinse that chicken, make sure it's clean. And then we're going to drain that off of there. Okay, get that water off. Ooh, I ain't trying to lose it. So, just get that off. My sink is clean, so, you know when the stainless steel sinks, yeah, that's this. So, even if that falls, we're okay. Okay, so we got our chicken. Alright, Give me a minute so I can drain it off really good so I can get ready to properly season this chicken. So in case you're wondering, okay, what is she going to season the chicken with? I'm going to show you. This is what I'm going to season the chicken with. Anytime you're making a New Orleans style dish, you got to have that Tony's, okay? You got to have that green can. Other than that, it's a Texas dish. But we're making a New Orleans dish today. So therefore, I'm going to show y'all these are what I'm using. If you want to go and get the same thing, let me try to get it where y'all can see them clearly. This stuff here is the bomb on fish, chicken, pork, whatever. There that Tony's, garlic and onion powder. Oh, and did I forget the black pepper? My mom loves black pepper and some black pepper. So you wonder how much seasoning to your taste. Do you want it highly seasoned or just right? So therefore, we're going to put just what we need. So basically what you want to do, let me turn it. You want to make sure you open that lid on the back side first. I hope y'all can see this because I can't. And just hit it with that seasoning. I'm going to show y'all one. Hit it with that seasoning. Chicken, you can't go wrong with garlic or onion powder. That's onion powder. I mean garlic powder. I hope I got this in there. Yeah. Okay. And here come that Tony's. Yes, there it is. It's not too much, guys, so don't think it's too much when you turn it over. And do the same thing. Now I'm going to show y'all one while I go and finish the others, okay? Season both sides of that. And I only hit one side with black pepper because we don't want to overpower with spice. Okay, let's get some black pepper and get on there. Alright, and there's that black pepper, guys. Alright, there's my first piece of seasoning. This smells good already. Alright, so now we got the chicken seasoning. I'm going to finish seasoning. I want you to show what I'm talking about. This is what you want to see when you're boiling that meat. You want to see this. That's salt. Guys, you can see that? Yeah. Alright, we're going to pour that off and give it to add the greens. Okay? Alright, guys. What I'm getting ready to do now, I'm going to get ready to pour this off of here and pour it in this drain. Basically, you want to drain that. Drain that off of there. And all we just did was just drained our meat off of there. We're going to get ready to put this back on the stove. We're going to take some, what I use, different types of oils. So what I'm going to use right now is going to be some, it's called avocado. It's avocado oil. And that's just basically to get the, what do they call it? Make the vegetables sweat. So I'm going to work these vegetables out. So, y'all bear with me. So I don't have much in here, so I'm gonna pour what I have because it doesn't take much. That's it. That's all I got of that. But that's all I need. Put that in the trash. Get ready to put our little this in here. Everything except for the leaves. Okay, we're gonna set the leaves here. But everything except for the leaves. So I'm gonna put that in there. And let's work it. Guys, okay. So I'm working with this song, baby. So, you get this camera, y'all can see it. So you just want just to kind of mix it up in that oil a little bit. And you want it to, oh, it smells so good to that, y'all can smell it. Did you see that? Don't act like y'all ain't never dropped a spoon in there all for it. Don't act like that. But anyway, yeah. But all I'm doing is basically going to burn up a lot of time. You just kind of want to cook this a little bit. Because the amount of the beer releases out so much acid flavor. You just want to put that in there, and then you're going to come back, and you're going to put your ham. You're going to put your ham pieces in there. But then y'all can smell this. It smells like I'm going to cook the whole meat. So, we're going to go back here. Get our ham seasoning. Oh my gosh, girl, this is not good. Take this, put it back into the pan. This is, you know what it's doing, right? In the cooking world, when you put two ingredients together, they call that marinating. So, this one up there, girl, just a little bit. Y'all could just smell it. And I'm going to get rid of those collard greens in there on top of them so they can get that aroma. Now, y'all remember these two leaves, right? So, this is how I cook. I can't speak for how everybody else cook, but I put my leaves on top. So it looks just like that. Now I'm going to take my collard greens. I've already opened the bag. And I'm going to pour the collard greens in there. Now, you know why I'm doing it like that? So some of that flavor can get in those greens. Just the scent alone makes a big difference. So, y'all, a lot of greens, but it looks really full, but it's going to melt down. Trust me, it's going to melt down. Hope y'all can see it. I'm trying not to waste it. First, this time I'm using my camera. I'm using my phone right now because I can edit it better from my phone. That's okay. Act like you don't want dropping them on the stove. Just act like that here. Just act like that. Okay. Pick this up and put that on in the pot. Because y'all know y'all be picking it up, putting it in the pot. Make sure you ain't lost. Alright. Now, let me show y'all. 32 ounce cup. 32 ounce cup. We got this at the parade. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get this and fill this up with water. 32 ounces of water. You may say, well, that sounds like a lot of water. Well, when you're cooking collard greens are tough. They take longer to cook. You don't want to put hot water. You want to put cold so you can cook it a good amount of time. And basically, all you're going to do is pour that in there. You hear that? You hear that? And that's all you need. And let that simmer. Let me let that cook. Let it take to a full boil. Let it start cooking. The house is going to start smelling real good in a little bit. It's already smelling good. So, while I had stopped the camera, I've already seasoned the chicken, which will be getting ready to go in the oven. And this is what the chicken looks like now. The season with the seasons I showed you. Let it sit for a little bit. Yeah, let those seasons sit in there. So now I have my pan. You're going to need you one of these. Baby, I ain't good with them square feet and all that. I'm a home learned chef. What did I forget, y'all? The onions. But guess what? I can cook those off. So since I ran out of avocado oil, I'm going to use this. You don't have to use these oils. You can use regular vegetable or canola, whatever your preference is. I'm using what I have. So this is grapeseed oil. Why does she have grapeseed oil? Because I'm going to put this in the bottom of my pan for my chicken. Yeah, just pour it all. Buy some more. I'm going to have to buy some more kinds of oils. Alright, so we did that. Go ahead and set your oven to 425. Let it preheat. While it's doing that, I forgot to mention to y'all that I'm making southern fried chicken. So the difference with southern fried chicken is not like regular fried chicken. It's cooked in the oven. Some of you may know about that, and some of you may not. But you're going to know about it today. Okay, now we're getting ready to do the southern fried chicken. Now, as you already know, we've already seasoned our chicken. I've already prepared. I've set up a bowl with flour, and I've set up my pan that has oil in it, and I've already set my oven at 425. One thing you have to do, you have to make sure you coat that pan with the oil, because you don't want it to stick, because you're now gonna, instead of frying your chicken, you're gonna bake it. So that's why it's called southern fried chicken. So I'm gonna set the phone now so that y'all can get it. Let me show y'all my little setup first. Chicken here, flour, and my oiled pan. Hey. Alright, let me set that there. Alright, let me use this. Dang, I like to knock myself out. Okay. Some nice pieces of chicken. So basically you're going to take that chicken and coat your chicken real good. Basically that's what I ain't got much flour, so I better hope I have enough. You don't want to overcoat it. You just want to coat it enough to have a crust on it. Basically, and then kind of shake it a little bit. And there's my first. And these are boneless chicken thighs, so they shouldn't be dry. They should be good. Dog meat is good. So, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Coating that chicken, coating it. God just threw flour everywhere. Anyway, coat that chicken really good. Ooh, this is gonna be good, y'all. Yeah. Coat it. See how it's coated? And lay it in that skillet. Lay it in this pan. I probably need a bigger pan, but we're going to work with what we have. Some big old chicken. What's a big old chicken thigh? Anyway, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Be back. I'm dirty. Look, you would think. But anyway, got my chicken coated, guys. So anyway, y'all, let's move that on out the way. So anyway, got that chicken nicely coated, ready for the oven. To tell y'all the truth, my first time making Southern fried chicken. I learned this from a friend. Shout out to Mike who made some Southern fried chicken one time. It was thebomb.com. So I called and asked, how do you make your Southern fried chicken? So he gave me directions, and so I'm trying it for the very first time. So this is new for me too, but I know it's going to be good because anything you cook with love tastes good. So now it's going to go in the oven and cook for, well, he basically said just kind of use your judgment upon the cooking. So you know you can't eat raw chicken, so make sure it's well done. And a good way to check your chicken, if you have to just cut it open and make sure it's done, then that's what you do. So I'm going to put it in the oven uncovered, so because it's going to be frying, but Southern style and in the oven. So it's not going to be on top of the stove. So it's going to be more healthier for you. So let's go ahead and put it in the oven and check on those greens. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting in the... Y'all know I can't do a lot of standing. I cook from a chair sometimes. But I ain't going to let that back stop me. So put it in the oven. Y'all, I haven't even seasoned the greens, but it smells like it. So let's go ahead and put this in the oven. Don't talk about my oven. Yeah, it need cleaning. And if you're going to clean it, you're more than welcome to come on. So it's in the oven. I put it on the top because I don't want it to cook too fast. So let's see what this is. Look at the hands just floured down. That's why I don't like frying chicken, because of that. Let me wash my hands, guys. Alright, so let's get ready to stay up this, see, y'all see, hold up, can't be jumping. Y'all can see the meat and stuff is at the bottom. So Mallory, so far, Mallory, I know you probably taking this recipe down. Basically what we've done already, we have our vegetables at the bottom, your bell peppers and onions, and your ham seasoning that we boiled. Remember, we let it fry a little bit. We've already put the bay leaf in here. So basically all I'm doing is stirring it around so it can cook evenly. And I'm going to get ready to begin to add the seasoning. As you can see, I have the seasonings already sitting there ready, waiting to go into the pot. So basically, let's just stir this up. And a little bit, depending on how it looks, we may add a little more water. Remember, we've already put 32 ounces of water. These are very tough. This is your collard. I always cook my collard greens first because collard greens take longer to cook. And so now, basically all I'm going to get ready to do is season it. So people may ask, so how do you know when it tastes good? You taste your food. You always taste your food. You just take a little... You ain't got to use this. Get your little spoon. You always taste it. You know, to get that desired flavor. We have one more ingredient that I'm going to be adding, which is really what ties the flavor in. A lot of people don't even use this sausage, but I do, because it's what makes my greens number one. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to season it. This is garlic powder. It's not a lot. It looks like it, but remember we're putting in a second bag. Okay, so I won't have to come back and do it again. This is onion powder. Basically, it's like 3 tablespoons. And remember, we got to have that Tony's because this is a New Orleans style, okay? It's not a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's not. I keep reminding y'all we're going to be putting a second bag and more water, so it's going to all even out. Alright, so basically all I'm doing now is just going to stir those seasonings up really good. Definitely want to stir them up good. Because see, collard greens take about 45 minutes to cook, to be tender, maybe even an hour. But before I let it get to the full hour, I go ahead and add the mustard greens on top and let it cook for another hour. So totally, now I say these greens take about an hour and a half to cook. So they smell so good. Your house is going to smell good if you follow the directions. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to put the recipe in the description down below. But if you have any questions, any comments on what something else you want to see me cook, just let me know. And that's what I'm good at cooking, the taste of New Orleans. So yeah, we're going to let that cook a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and put our rice on. Now, brown rice, I don't know if y'all eat white or brown. I recently started eating brown. Brown, I like it. It's good. Just started about a year ago. I thought I had, look, I'm going to measure this off the top of my head. But you know what? For every 1 cup of rice, you use 2 cups of water. One thing, oh, I found it. Hey, one thing about brown rice, we're gonna put the water on first, and I'm gonna measure so we can have an accurate measure. So remember, we're gonna do, to let you know, we're doing brown rice, okay? I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, but I'm gonna measure off 1 cup of brown rice. You ain't gotta make brown rice. You wanna make you some mac and cheese, or this is just what I'm having today. This is my meal for today, for Sunday. But if you don't know how to cook rice, and some people don't, so don't be ashamed. If you want to learn how to eat better, and you want to start eating brown rice instead of white rice, measure it out. So remember, for every 1 cup of rice, you're going to put 2 cups of water, okay? And I really shouldn't have put the rice in there yet. I should have been boiling the water. Y'all got me distracted. But anyway, it's going to still turn out the same. So I'm putting 2 cups of water in there. And turn the stove on. Once your rice comes to a boil, you know, you can follow the directions on the rice. It's just, that's all it is following those directions on the rice. It's basically all I did. And add a little bit of butter. You know, we like butter. I do. I like butter. So I add a little 2 tablespoons of butter. And then once your rice starts boiling, brown rice take a lot longer than white rice, just to let you know. But once it starts boiling, when it starts boiling, turn it down. If you have an electric stove, they come on numbers. Turn it down to number 3. Sorry, my finger off of there. Turn it down to number 3. I'm cutting my butter. Turn it down to number 3 and put a lid on it. And let it cook slow, because it takes brown rice about 45 minutes to cook, you guys. Seriously. But to me, it's the bomb.com. So, got my rice going, and got my greens going. So, y'all, we'll come back and check this later on, and we'll continue on with this video. So far, I hope you catching what I put down so far. I hope you understand that consistency and the taste is all about you measure. If you have to measure, I don't measure, no cooking, no greens, but you can. I mean, that's up to you. But as you can see with the collard greens have to go in first because they take a lot longer to cook. I use ham seasons. You can buy that at your local market store or HEB. You can use ham hocks, smoked turkey neck, whatever your preference is. I like ham seasons, which come in a package at HEB, already sealed up. You can use it for so many things. Tomorrow will be a different menu. Bell pepper, cut you a half or a whole. It was small, so I used a whole bell pepper. About 3 cloves of garlic. Onions is preferable. You don't have to put onions. I miss them putting the onions, but I don't usually put them. You can, but make sure you cook them first because they're a gassy food unless you want to be. You already know. But anyway, and get you some bay leaves. Bay leaves make the difference. Remember, for 2 bags like that, 2 big bags of, you can get glory greens. Those greens came from HEB. Get you some of them greens. And get you some bay leaves. Put you 2 bay leaves per 2 bags, or 1 bay leaf per bag. And 1 32-ounce cup. That was 32-ounce cups of water. And you see how it looks? That's at 32 cups. 32 ounces of water. So I know I'll have to add some more. So the next question you ask, do the water need to be hot? It can be. But not preferably, because you still have to cook your mustard greens on top of that. So the next thing we'll be adding is our sausage. Yeah, I put sausage in my greens, and they the bomb. So if you follow the directions and if I explain them to you, your greens will be the bomb too, and you will be the talk of the town. And remember, you learned it in Diana's kitchen, okay? So we're going to let this food cook for a little bit, and then I'll be back to talk to you guys and finish up and wrap up this video. So please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe so that I can know what you think about it, okay? Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'll turn it back on when the food's almost ready. Boom. Alright, D-Squad, now we're getting ready to add the sausage to the greens. And in case y'all are wondering what type of sausage it is, surprise, it's Eckrich smoked sausage. You can also get the one without the skin. Your choice. It all makes it taste the same, but this stuff here is just, it's something about it that gives it an extraordinary taste. Now I'm getting ready to add these greens. So you see, we got that boil. Now remember when I first poured it in here, the bag was way up here. That shows you how much your greens will shrink. Now even as I put these in there, I'll put halfway Just make it seem down. I'm trying to do this with one hand. These are the mustard greens. Ouch. And then I'll come back and put the sausage. I try to do it where the sausage can cook in the middle. Yeah, that look good. This is where most of your flavor comes from, this sausage right here. People be like, why do you use that sausage? Because it gives it a different taste. You'll see when you make it. Let me know, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It gives it a different flavor. It may not cost as much, but it sure give it a heck of a flavor. People be surprised when they find out it's Eckrich sausage. All right, we got that. So, girl, these greens smell good. And then just for the rest of your greens on the top. Now I'm gonna have to set the camera down a minute because I cannot do this with one hand without making a big mess. All right, give me a moment. Okay, it's back up, but remember, as it cooks, that's gonna go down. So I did have to add some water. Remember, the first cup I put was 32 ounces. I ended up having to put another 32 ounces. So far that's 64 ounces of water. Just so you know, yeah, collard greens take a lot. They suck up a lot of water. But the juice, you could drink the juice and be happy. The rice is doing this thing. I've covered it. So that's what the rice, remember? I tell you it takes a while. But I got it covered and it's on number 3 on the electric stove. If you have a gas stove, maybe medium. I'm not really sure. But anyway, that's still cooking. Not ready yet. Checking this chicken. Ooh, look at that chicken, y'all. I got to turn it over. But it's looking marvelous. Simply marvelous. So let's flip. I'm sorry. So let's flip this chicken. My little, well, I'll use a fork. I'm going to turn this chicken over. I was told you're going to get some of your flour's going to come off, but some of it's going to stay on. I never did this. This is new. Y'all walking with me through a new experience. I ain't going to let it do this with the phone. Alright, let it fry on this side, and we're going to have some southern fried chicken. Alright, D-Squad, let me get in the kitchen right quick. This is Jaden's plate, but this is the final result of what we're eating. Ha, look at that southern fried chicken, those greens, and that rice. It's about to go down. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, or should I say this little video. I enjoyed making it for you guys. I will be better footage next time. There we have our greens. They are ready, nice and tender. And we have our southern fried chicken, which Jaden has already got her a nice little piece. I ain't make much rice. But anyway, I enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoyed it as well. It's the best that I could make for right now. I'm tired. Been a long weekend. The next time I make a video, it will be better. So I will put everything, all the recipe at the end of the comments in the description below for those of you that would like the green recipe. If you like to see any other item that I make Louisiana style, comment it down below and I'll make it happen. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit up this channel. God bless you. Love you. I'm out.